If you asked most people who or what is care, they probably couldn't tell you. Most don't know that CARE is one of Queensland's leading providers of high-quality early childhood services. They don't know that CARE is one of Queensland's largest providers of foster care services and housing for families and young people in crisis. And they don't know that CARE is actively working to enhance the quality of life of older people in our community. Churches of Christ Care has been supporting Queenslanders since 1930. It began during the Great Depression as a mission to distribute food and clothing to those in need. Today, the organisation provides services worth more than $70 million to over 30,000 people a year. CARE is a not-for-profit organisation owned and operated by the Churches of Christ. With a geographical spread from Townsville in the north to Mount Isa and Cunnamulla in the west and south to the border, CARE is dedicated to helping families, the elderly and people in need. CARE is funded by a mix of government grants and subsidies, in some cases such as early childhood and residential aged care services by fees and charges, and also by donations and gifts. The organisation's aged care activities cover a range of services, from retirement village living to hostel and nursing home accommodation, transitional and respite care and in-home support. CARE also recognises that many elderly people prefer to stay in their own homes for as long as possible, and a range of programs offer services from simple maintenance to help with home duties and personal care. CARE's commitment to quality extends to services here as well. The organisation works closely with state and federal governments to ensure compliance with all safety and quality standards. All staff employed by CARE are qualified and experienced, and regular on-site training ensures they are able to maintain and enhance their skills. CARE is a major provider of foster care and housing services for families and young people in crisis. Each year, more than 2,000 children and young people are cared for through the Pathways foster care program. Pathways provides much-needed individualised assistance to children who, for various reasons, cannot stay at home. CARE's housing accommodation unit provides crisis and short and long-term accommodation to young people and families.
For me personally, I have no family, and that's been a challenge and a half. To just do it on your own and still get up and go to work every day. You know, it's so difficult not to have that extra support behind you. So yeah, I think it's really significant to have housing like this.
The Sea Change program is specifically designed to help homeless or at-risk young people develop the skills they need to live responsibly and independently.
Once I was on the street, there was no way I could get out, you know, and so to have an opportunity in a situation like this, I'm eternally grateful, you know. Like words can't put to the feeling of having somewhere to live.
It's been a long time since I've been on my feet and had my own place because, you know, being caught up into addiction and everything, it's really hard to escape from. You know, I'm very fortunate to find this place. I was very lucky. If I was paying another $20 a week extra rent, I wouldn't be able to survive.
CARE is one of Queensland's leading providers of early childhood services, and places here are highly regarded and highly sought after. Individualised services and a child-centred approach make these fully accredited programs attractive to parents and their children.
Oh, well done!
CARE employees are well qualified and experienced, and low staff turnover rates contribute to a sense of stability in the services.
Look at that, we've got red on yellow.
There's a real commitment here, not just to social interaction and learning through play, but also to providing wider support for parents and families. Most people don't know who CARE is, but hundreds of thousands of Queenslanders know what we do. They're the people whose lives we've touched, some who've needed us in times of crisis, others with whom we live each day, but all sharing in our care.
There's nothing more wonderful than watching them develop and grow in a beautiful way, and to have the love and trust of a child is an honour, and it just makes my job wonderful.
The thought of having somewhere to come home to, and now when I go for a ride along the beach and I see the people sleeping out in the bushes down there, and that I see where I used to be 3 years ago, and I'm really grateful, and it changes your life, you know.